Welcome to Lidar.exe. If you don't know what Lidar is, it's basically a system where you send out little beams of light. They hit a wall, right, and then the thing judges distance based on how long it travels and all that. There's a couple games that use this kind of mechanic, and I saw this one at itch.io for free, so I thought we'd try it out on today's Strange Sunday. That is exactly the extent of my knowledge. Scan radius change from the default. Nice. Okay. I hope this isn't too poorly optimized, because the thing about a game like this is, right, you got all these dots to like paint the world around you. Now, if I were to walk out here, you can still see them. There are no walls. They don't have collision, they don't render, right? So these dots are going to be here forever. The soundscape is very interesting. Staircase. Oh. What? Uh-huh. Now you see, I'm more worried about that than I should be, than I would normally be about seeing health written across the wall, because this help is somehow written in a way that allows for it to exist in a separate plane of existence from the rest of the wall, clearly, or it would not be highlighted by the lidar. So that's worrying. Because it clearly is not sticking out further than the wall, so it shouldn't show up at all. So that's a bit, I'm just gonna call it disconcerting and not poorly thought out, because maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe something's interfering with the technology. It's a goose. See, maybe this thing just scans different kinds of materials. It must have some kind of smart scan system to it. It must have something going on there. Good shot. Oh. $7128. Huh? Seven, 1, 2, 8. Are we outside? Interesting. I did not expect an exterior environment for a system like this. Okay. I'm not quite sure what the lore is here. Like, what are we doing here? Who are we? Are we a person? Are we a robot? It is strange that... I think we're outside. Right? Like, I can't scan a wall or something out there, so... Or ceiling. So I think we're outside, so why would we need to use the lidar here? Construction or something like that, maybe? You know, for measurements or whatever? Store. Something very sad. I've always found something satisfying about the games that use LiDAR as a visual medium. This is great. Oh, this is grass then. So yeah, it definitely can detect materials of some description, or at least organic, inorganic life. The trees are white. It's either like plants are white or it's wood that's white. Grass is green, except for doors. I always in these games I always like to try to figure out what. Like, in Scanner Sombra, for example, another scanner game like this, near the end you get an upgrade for your scanner that lets you see, that highlights different materials as different colors. And it really helps you, like, or me at least, it helped judge, like what was going on, like what the things were made of, where everyone. It gave me an idea of what everything looked like if I was there. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. You know? I'm not quite sure what our goal is. Oh, Jesus. I see. Well, that's not good. The soundscape has changed drastically. Alright, well, let's follow the blood then, huh? Okay. The person would have been I think a better place to end it. Not quite sure how I felt about the giant leech mouth monster. I was kind of scuffed. How long have we been going? Do we have enough time for another? Oh, only 9 minutes. A nice short game. So you know what? I'm gonna find another one. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Children of Clay, a game about inspecting ancient artifacts that is animated in stop motion, my favorite. So let's get into it, shall we? I got in the game, and artifact number 297, Kurgelberry Mound, Ural Mountains, Clay unknown, function unknown. So, I did a little bit of a inspection on this when I thought it was recording when I wasn't, but you've missed nothing except me trying to decipher some runes, which are on the side here. On pictures I'm seeing face. And they're right here. As you can see. Some sort of runes, but I don't recognize the type. Maybe I could search in my books. Yeah. So those are the runes. So some interesting things that were noted was that it has a tail, and there's a metal object that doesn't seem possible to extract. Okay, so runes. Alright, so what we got is, let's see, we got L, and then L-O, L-O-U, L-O-U-D, L-O-U-D, L-O-U-D-R, L-O-U-D-R-U, L-O-U-D-R-U, L-O-U-D-R-U. Okay. Assuming I did that wrong, give me a moment, and I will, I'll figure this out so you don't have to see me go 20 minutes. We got plenty of time. That's probably an N then. L-N-U. Oh, no, maybe it's that one. This one right here for the G, and this one look very similar to me. I guess this one's got like a little triangle area, and this one doesn't. So it's this one. So it's G, G-N-U, and the line goes straight across. Is there one like that? I guess this one is it's halfway down, so this one's the closest one. So it is G N D U. No, wait, I fucked that up. G N U G N U D G N U D Is the only one like this? G-N-U-D-R-U. G-N-U-D-R-U. I could not find anything, but I'm sure I translated it right. I must have missed something regarding the runes. What the heck is the compass used for? See, I got a compass with me. Let's look into that metal, huh? Distinguish from the rest. Because iron is magnetic and be evenly distinguished from the rest. Okay. Compass is detecting a magnetic field, so it likely contains iron. Iron object. Nice. Can't find anything relevant. Wait, what did I type? Okay, yeah. cast iron. Cold iron or cast iron. Cold iron is a long, varied tradition. Mythological and folklore of the world. Okay, so what? Runes. Old Hungarian letters are usually written from right to left. Ah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. What it actually is U, and then U R D U U R D U N G U R D U N G U R D U N G. Erdung, an old Hungarian, is a shape-shifting demonic creature from Hungarian mythology and early Hungarian paganism, who controls the dark and evil forces of the world after Christianization is identified with the devil. One surviving folktale about Erdung involves one of the spawns of Erdung arriving to Earth and the shaman of the village consulting the spirits to learn how to trap the creature. Interesting. Interesting. Some dark liquid is flowing from the holes. That's not good, is it? Has anything changed? Looks like dark liquid loosened the metal object. Uh-oh. Except from the newspaper article titled "Children of Clay," just a few months after the disappearance. Wait, it's an excerpt from the news article. Yeah, just a few months after the disappearance of the esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, the team working on the remote site in the Urals has made an astonishing discovery. The unknown underground chamber containing a dozen similar small clay figures has been discovered. They're already contained in several universities across the globe for further studying them. Okay, so that was Children of Clay. Yeah, another nice, short, sweet. I enjoyed this one. I mean, there's not that much to say about it. I like the look of the sculpture. It looked pretty cool. I love claymation. But yeah, it's a little too short to give any meaningful critique, I guess. But I enjoyed the interactivity. We'll see if I can find one more game. See what I can do. Welcome to Moth House. Another game on itch.io. Links in the description. Let's go. Oh, and I just want to point out, lovely Moth fellow on there. And I like the lamp in the O for Moth. This menu's great. Okay, let's do this. Apparently it's a collectible game about moths. In a house filled with moths. Or something like that. Oh boy. Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to inform you that I am leaving far from here on an expedition. Unfortunately, I can't provide a location. I know this may come as a surprise to you, but please understand that this decision was not an easy one. If in a year you do not receive a letter from me, it means that I will not return. I hope that this will not happen. But if I still do not get in touch, then I have a request for you. In the attached letter, there is a list with species of moths. Come to my house and catch at least one of each species and then let them out of the house. But it's better if you free them all. With all my love, your dad. Wait, catch at least one of each species and then let them all out of the house, but it's better if you free them all. What? Just open the door, right? Just open the door and leave, and then they'll all get out. I don't need to go, but yeah, but you could. Okay. That was not a moth. I'm no moth scientist, but that's not very moth-like. Okay. Let's be able to change item. Oh, a net. Oh. Okay. Well, let's go find us some moths then, shall we? What? Is that an EMF meter? Is it an EMF reader? Is that a fucking EMF reader we got right there? Are we reading EMF signals in this game? Okay. Cook? What? Huh? Well, I guess it does make sense. Something like this would be kind of useful, wouldn't it? Because if moths... I mean, well, first of all, these don't actually have long range. They have, like, no range. The opposite of range, so they wouldn't be useful at all. But if, in theory, they did... you know, moths are going to be hanging around the light, right? So, like, lights give off EMF, electrical signals, so... you follow those, you'll find the moths. Wait, what is that one bottom left one? Rotudomonas gang is moth. Brother. What kind of moth name is that? Oh, there's a note. Ultrasound. Oh, it's a sound sensor. Moths emit ultrasound as a way to communicate with the other moths to detect their environments. Ultrasound is usually measured in kilohertz. The average value of around 300 kilohertz. The moths produce ultrasound vibration. Special organs of the body called antennae increasingly. There are devices called bat detectors that can capture these ultrasounds, which can help monitoring moth populations on their behavior. This is because bats, which are not a predator moth, also use ultrasound to locate their prey. Okay. So this is literally a moth detector. There's a lot of moths back there. I hate that sound. Ugh. Oh! Oh no. What What is happening? I got moth. Am I not gonna... Are there living people in this room other than me? Are these giant moths, or... you know what? I just got caught by a giant moth. It could just be a giant moth, couldn't it? Moving on. Okay. So when the number gets high, turn off the light. Save recipe. I have a moth recipe. It's coming. Another recipe. No. How do you escape the moth? Brother. At least there's no consequence to death, it appears. Oh, maybe there is. Do I still have those recipes? Cook. What is this? What have I done? You guys want some moth? You want moth? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna sprint. Alright, we're just gonna go. Just go. We'll catch moths as we go, and then we'll just go. No. In a truly astonishing discovery, Madison Hart, the well-known moth collector, discovered a new species of moth that can speak human language. What? Huh? Mr. Hart, who has been collecting and studying moths for many years, made the discovery while on a collection trip in the Amazon rainforest. The moth, which has a unique wing pattern and body structure, was observed by Mr. Hart communicating in English. This incredible discovery sent shockwaves to the scientific community as an open up new possibility for communication with other species. Mr. Hart has named the new species Lingomoth and has been studying and protecting the immortal insect. On the list? No. I love that picture. That I had that on my profile picture for a while. Not on YouTube, on Discord. Come here, you fuckers. Okay. Okay. Moth species of moth found in South Africa. Known for its appearance, brightly colored wings, fluffy hair-like structure. Pheromones that attract females for mating. All notable is very wide size and shape. Cool. Moth facts. And out there looking for moth facts, we just found some. Hi, Paul. It turns out the Lingomoth has many abilities besides speaking human language they are capable of. So I have to report that I'm not sure I'll come back from there, but in the name of science I have to check out. I grow new types of moth in the basement. I hope that while I am away from the house, the house will not rot from a large number of different moths. Just in case, I'll block the entrance. The key in the attic of the library. Okay. No. Okay. Madison Hart, the famous moth collector, won a Nobel Prize in discovering the Lingomoth. New species, yeah. Biology and possibility. Yep, guys. Okay. Nothing that interesting. Okay, now we get into the basement, discover the other kinds of moths. The moths that were locked in the basement. I'm sure just to keep them safe. Ooh, the Death's Head moth! I love that one. Found a distinctive moth that has been found in America. It gets named from the skull-shaped pattern on its thorax. Resembles a human skull and is a long associated with death and supernatural. Yeah, those are cool. That's a cool moth. Not many cool moths out there, but that's one of them. The moths are getting me. Okay, oh god. What have I done? Hey, you want some soup? Hey, man. Soup? Here. Oh. Oh, right, you could talk. Hello, human. I'm the Moth King's helper. You see, the king cannot speak like a human, unlike me. I know the human language, and I can also translate from the language of moths. Our master has disappeared from this house, and the Moth King is hungry. He's already tired of eating little moths flying by past him. Once he even almost ate me. The king needs to be fed urgently, and with normal food, he needs soup, moth soup. There are many types of moths, and if you mix them properly, they'll make a great soup. Please make soup and feed the king. Thanks, but one pot of soup isn't enough for a king. Make more soup. Also, I don't know if the king liked this soup, so it's I don't know if the king liked this soup. So it's better will be if you make soup from other ingredients. Okay. So don't make the first soup. He didn't like this one. What about this one? Hey man, here you go. Thank you, but the king has not eaten for a long time, and 2 pots of soup is not enough for him. So make another batch, and I think he'll have enough. This one. Thank you so much for feeding the Moth King. He really liked your soups. So he has powers, and we can finally leave the old house and find yourself another place where there is normal food. I was glad to meet you, but we have to go. Goodbye. Okay. No, God! Bye. So that was something. Yeah. I mean, that was fun. I enjoyed it. Well, that's 3 different games for today, so thanks you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next Sunday. Hopefully I won't be as sick that time. Games are in the description below, and as always... Oh, like, comment, and subscribe if you want, by the way. And as always, ciao.